Here we go. Welcome to the Almost Saturday podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, I am your host, Brad Colberter, better known in the gaming circles as Texas Tangler. If you could, please check out our website. That's thealmostsaturdaypodcast.com. You can find all of our social media there. We're not live tonight, but if you're finding us on Facebook, give us a like. Questions, comments, if you'd like to contribute to the topic box, almost halfway the number one at gmail.com. If you'd like to get in on the conversation tonight, 256-542-9940. My font's a little small. Got a new laptop. Yeah, buddy.
Get the wind blues.
What are you looking at me for?
Music.
And I am joined now to my right by the man that has way too many titles and the list just keeps growing. He is the man that killed Spree. Mr. Halfway to the halfway. He stole the guns straight off the battleship. Ladies and gentlemen, the gun show is not in town, but this man has plenty of tickets. Please welcome the man formerly known as Green Cardu, the captain himself, Chris, Mark After Dark. Cool.
Yeah, buddy. I could say it too, buddy.
Buddy.
I'm just making fun of you, sorry. I just never heard you say that before. That's kind of cool.
What did I say?
I said, yeah, buddy.
Okay.
It's kind of weird. But cool. We got a lot of football to talk about today.
We do.
And it's exciting time for Alabama football. As well as Auburn. I mean, it could have been more exciting if they would have won.
They've got a bowl game.
But, I mean, it's not a bowl game that really counts, though.
It doesn't count?
Yeah, they really don't count. I mean, to me, it doesn't.
Well, let's not dive right into that yet. Let's bring the man in that really wants to talk about that.
All right. We'll give it to him.
He's really fired up about it. Some of you know this man is Johnson, Traffic Cop of the Year 2005. He's a card-holding member of the cleanup crew and official toilet flusher of the International Space Station. Joining me at this time, my co-host, The Biz, Justin Bailey.
Do you just want me to make up excuses for why we lost? Is that what you want?
Did you bring your list?
You want me to... Yeah.
I mean, you guys lost.
Is it like Jericho's list of 1,000 holes?
Yes. You want... It sounds like you want me to make excuses. I'm not going to make excuses.
Make some excuses. Why did you lose?
I'm not going to make any excuses.
I'm kind of disappointed. I wanted Auburn to win that game.
Yeah.
I wanted to be Auburn
it wasn't gonna be.
and Alabama in the national championship.
It wasn't. It would have been...
What are you talking about?
You're so lucky. You should be thanking me.
If Auburn would have won their game...
You want to know what would have happened?
What? Tell me.
Ohio State would have gotten in ahead of y'all.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I bet you.
I don't think so.
If Auburn won?
Yes, because we were a two-loss team. And they would have put us at 4, and
I don't
Ohio
think
State
so.
up to 3. Yeah,
but they would have won that game.
But,
what are you talking about? They were already at 2.
All right, hang on.
I disagree with that.
You're
so they were ranked.
liar.
They were ranked at 2.
Liar.
They were ranked second.
So this
So they dropped 2 by winning.
All right, hang on. This actually goes 2 segments blended.
I've been keeping tabs on the man lately.
Nobody cares about your little fantasy.
All right, so
I don't see what you're saying that Alabama would not have gotten in if Auburn won.
I don't think they would have.
All right.
Why? How?
Auburn was already in the
How?
top
Because
4.
that even makes Alabama look even better.
I know, but I feel
There's
like
no reason Auburn would have dropped. Sorry.
I'm just
There's
saying.
no reason
I'm
Auburn
just
would have
saying.
dropped.
I'm just saying they were a 2-loss team. Okay? They were a 2-loss team. They would have felt compelled to put them at 4 just because of the way it panned out.
Oh, you're one of those guys. You're like, you got to win a conference title to be in the championship.
No, I don't care about that.
All right, so you're saying what I don't understand is okay. So Auburn was already in the top 4.
It's not logical. His argument.
It is. They're still in the top 4. They're
Auburn's
just not number 2. So
Auburn was in the top 4.
okay.
They would have either way. The SEC championship decided who went in to the top 4.
Okay.
That's one spot.
Yeah, that's one spot.
It was either going to be Georgia.
No, I know
Auburn.
that. I know that. I'm just saying.
So
They would have felt compelled to bring in Ohio State.
If
probably.
Auburn, but no, if Auburn would have won the game this weekend, then it would have made Alabama even look even better for losing to them.
yeah,
No.
What are you talking about?
they wouldn't have been a 3-loss.
You just don't
team.
want to agree
I'm
with
just
us.
messing with y'all. I don't fucking know.
You
I don't
didn't.
care.
Did you analyze at all?
No, I didn't, and I don't
Okay.
care. I'm
Did
just,
you run the numbers, bro?
dude, I put them in a computer. Damn it! Isn't that what we do?
Enough.
No, everybody's all well. If you're not an Alabama fan, put that way.
God, it's like the end of the fucking world.
It is.
Holy shit!
You didn't win a conference championship. You can't deserve.
Hey, guess
to
what?
be here.
Neither did Ohio State last year.
Oh. But now they want to argue for that, right?
Yeah, exactly, because it doesn't benefit them.
Exactly. So to say, if Alabama, I was going to ask you this before we started the night, Brad, but if Alabama was on the other end of the argument, like let's say they won a national championship, but they
got blown out by somebody.
got blown out so much so they didn't make it in the top 4, wouldn't you be upset?
They would.
So okay, wait. Hold on a second.
If Alabama were an Ohio State spot in the same situation,
And they
you'd probably be pretty pissed too.
And they got blown out by an unranked team, I would still want them in.
say Tennessee blew you.
kind of like Louisiana Monroe.
Say Tennessee blew us out.
I wouldn't go with them.
Not quite that low.
They had a crappy
That's
season.
not
so.
the same.
Not quite that low.
I would say somebody that was like
Tennessee's a good
Ellis.
comparison.
Maybe not.
No, because Tennessee's not better than Iowa. So they
They're
had
about-
a worse record.
They're about on the same.
No, they had.
Yeah, I'd agree
'Cause
with
you-
Brad right now. Right now, they're both unranked.
Tennessee, Arkansas, one of those type teams.
Yeah, okay, Arkansas.
So you get blown out by one of those teams. I would want Bama to win or to get into the playoff. And I would say, I would hope that a conference championship would get them in, but if it didn't, then
So be it.
so be it, because the criteria is the best 4 teams.
Yeah,
it's
there's-
not the best 4 conference champions.
Right.
Because the best 4, if we're going by conference champions, then okay, well,
Where's the Pac-12?
where's the Sun Belt?
Yeah.
Remember, like in 2006 when Hawaii went completely undefeated?
Yeah, and everybody's like, give
Oh,
Hawaii
they should
a
get the
chance.
national championship chance, but they were like ranked like 8th
yeah, because
they played like Boise State was the strongest,
San Diego
hardest team.
State University.
Yeah.
Mountain West
Which really, I mean, SDSU is. I mean,
nowadays.
they're just not like a USC or like even you. I mean, I don't know.
But yeah, so the Pac-12 got shut out. You don't see them bitching about it, do you?
They didn't even
they?
expect to even try to be into it.
Yeah, they weren't. They didn't have a team ranked.
That,
higher.
USC.
now that you
USC
say
was
that, thinking
right
about
on
it,
the
there's
cusp.
nobody in the Pac-12 like in the top 10, right?
USC.
USC.
USC
I mean,
was,
Washington probably, but they lost. So
USC won the Pac-12.
yeah,
USC was right on the cusp of getting in, but they didn't even have like a watch party or
yeah. No, there was no.
they weren't even expecting.
There was no chance
in the playoff. They weren't like Ohio State where they were, oh, we got blown out, but we want to be in the playoffs.
right. And didn't USC lose 2 games too? Anyway,
They did.
so I mean, I can't say that Auburn lost 2, but it's just based on a couple of committees worth of people and their opinion of what they see, and then they compare every week.
And here's the thing: the committee changes each year, right? It's a different.
Is
set
it
of
every
people.
year or every other? Yeah, I think so.
So these people are trying to nail the committee, saying, "Well, first year
They're-
conference championships mattered. Second year strength of schedule matters." But Well, it's different people.
Yeah, so you can't hold that. There's nothing in the bylaws that say you have to be a conference champion. You can only have one loss or whatever. So it's like, it's just
Ohio State last year would not have argued that.
I know.
This year they will.
Last year they kept their mouth shut, didn't they?
Well,
exactly.
Here's the thing. If they're gonna pick, there is a line item, a rule or whatever. It's not really a rule. It's kind of a guideline, I guess you would say, that says if you're gonna pick a team that's a non-conference champion, they have to be unequivocally better.
Okay. Yeah.
But what does that mean?
That's open for interpretation.
Exactly.
I mean,
That's
just based
your
off
opinion. I mean, how do you prove that somebody's unequivocally better?
The committee viewed Alabama as being unequivocally better than Ohio State. They looked at that one
agree.
loss, that one blowout loss was a pretty big stain on their resume.
And you guys lost to Auburn,
which
was on fire at the time, and it was a close game in the end.
Damn
Exactly.
stains on the bed sheets, man.
So, I mean, it's kind of like not really debatable, to me at least. Like, when everyone's flipping out, I'm like, what?
they're like, oh, the
But
playoff.
Ohio State last year was in the same situation, right?
Well, no, yeah, but I'm talking like Auburn people were like, I can't believe Alabama went. I'm like, I can because it's just the way the things fucking rolled out.
You
That's
had your
how it
chance.
is. Not besides
And you
that.
failed.
Besides that, that's not.
You could have totally been in the national championship, an opportunity
care right now.
to replay the Iron Bowl, which
No,
I know you
fuck
don't
no.
want to do.
Nah.
You'd be playing Oklahoma again.
Dude, this state, if we had to replay the Iron Bowl on what it was the 7th of December, is that the day?
I think that's
That's
what
Pearl
day.
Harbor Day, but what?
I mean 7th of January. I'm sorry.
Yes.
But
Whatever that
if we
Monday
had
is.
to replay the Iron Bowl on the 7th of January, it would be the best thing and probably the worst thing that ever happened to the state. This state would go crazy. I think dogs would like start howling.
No trees would be left standing.
Exactly, every tree would be poisoned. There
Poison
would be toilet paper where there wasn't toilet paper before.
Not in the toilet.
Well,
I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's over and done.
I mean,
it would have been epic. I would have loved to have seen that. And I can't believe you, as an Auburn fan, would have been like, no, it would diminish the Iron Bowl.
So we sat here and we wanted. Well, Justin didn't really care because Auburn had destiny in their own hands.
right.
So he didn't
and
really
they
care.
screwed it up.
That's beside the point. I'm not talking about that. But they had their own destiny in their hands, and all they had to do was win out.
Yep.
So he didn't really care. But Alabama needed TCU to win. Ohio State was the big one, like I told you. And you guys were like, no,
Squeaked
but
by.
Ohio State could squeak in.
I never said that.
If they win, they
It
could
could have
squeak
gone
in.
either way, honestly.
Could have gone either way.
It could have gone either way.
But I told you guys, I said
But that loss to
that
Iowa
loss
State.
to Iowa is going to affect
Iowa
them.
State or Iowa?
Iowa.
What's Iowa?
Iowa, yeah.
I don't think they're going to be able to overcome that loss to Iowa.
Right.
Well, because of the fashion in which they lost it. It wasn't just like a last fourth quarter stand where they just got lucky. It was they got their asses handed to them by 30 points.
Or they had their quarterback injured. Or,
yeah. They had their asses handed to them.
But that one loss is really what kept them out. They won a conference championship.
If they don't want to bitch about it, then go undefeated. And I mean,
everybody wants to say, well, they want to read into what the committee is telling them with these rankings.
Whatever.
They want to read into it, say, oh, well, this is what they're telling us with these final four or whatever. Well, this is what they're telling you. They're telling you that, yes, conference championships matter, but they don't mean everything.
right.
It's
not the done deal. Like, it's not like, they're going.
It's something that matters, but it's not, like you just said, the end all be all to
Right.
get into the playoffs.
No, it's not.
Because
Nowhere does it
if
say
it
that.
was, then Conference USA would be in the playoffs.
If it was, then it would be like a 16 playoff.
Yeah, 'cause
16
every
team.
conference
Because
would
then
need to
it'd
be
be
in.
like, oh, and then I'm going to play this team, and I don't know, it's just weird.
Also, keeping it at 4, you could have, let's say, the SEC East Granted, Georgia won it this year. First time in I don't know how many years. It's like 2008.
Yeah, something like
when
that.
Florida won.
Yeah.
Typically, the East has been kind of weak. So, let's say Kentucky just kind of the dice just kind of rolled in their favor. All the teams lost, and they just kind of won enough games to make it to the East.
Yeah.
To the SEC championship, and they just happened to beat the West champion. Well,
right.
Do you really think that they deserve to go on to the Final Four just because they squeaked by and won the SEC championship?
That's not how this works.
I mean, that's a scenario where they are an SEC champion, and you're telling me that just because they're a conference champion, they deserve to be in the Final Four.
Right.
Because conference championships are the end-all, be-all.
Yeah, well, apparently they are. So next year, when Ohio State doesn't win the conference championship, and then somehow, some weird way, they get in, I want to hear them complaining about how number 5 team didn't get it. They weren't the conference champ, and it's not fair. I would rather.
It's corrupt.
Yeah, I want to hear that, and I don't think I will, because people like to complain when it doesn't go in their favor.
I've heard experts say that the committee is cooking the books.
Oh, yeah.
By putting teams into the top 25 just to inflate Alabama's strength of schedule.
Ratings.
Like Fresno State, Mississippi State.
Yeah.
They're just putting them in there just so they can have a tougher strength of schedule.
Yeah. Right. I mean, we got to worry about ratings
It's
on
all
TV.
a conspiracy, man.
It is.
TV ratings. That's the big one. I mean,
yeah, these are made for TV.
Yeah.
Playoff games.
Not like the other ones were.
Yeah.
The other ones, those were
Alabama,
shit.
Michigan State. That was a big ratings bonanza.
That was horrible. I mean,
Wasn't it a blowout?
Yeah.
it was a blowout game.
What was the score?
It was about
30-something to 0, wasn't it?
it's 40-something
Yeah.
to nothing.
To nothing.
So
There you go,
Was
right
that
there.
this year?
No, that was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But Alabama's been
Who
in
was
every
Alabama's
single one.
like big person they played this?
Clemson. This is like round 3.
Round 3. God.
But the past 2 years, it's been in the national championship. This is in the
Playoff.
semifinal.
Playoffs. So, yeah, you got your work cut out for you.
Yeah.
So they already played Clemson this year, right?
Auburn did.
Auburn played Clemson.
Played them close.
I know, but
This isn't looking like it's going to be the same type of game of Bama versus Clemson.
you know they got a few tricks up their sleeve.
Yeah, they will. Obviously.
Both teams.
So
Dabo Swinney's
fuck it
not
up.
going to go down easy.
Well,
No.
they shouldn't. I mean,
I'm telling you right now, the team to beat in this playoff is Oklahoma.
no.
Yep.
No.
Are you saying Oklahoma's better than?
I'm telling you, if we make it past Clemson, Oklahoma's going to be tough to beat.
See, the part that concerns me is that after you beat, or let's say Alabama beats Clemson, a week later they got to play Oklahoma.
They got to play Oklahoma, and Baker Mayfield has a hot hand right now.
What do you mean by hot hand?
He's on fire.
He's probably
A hot
he's
hand
probably
on his
gonna
crotch?
He's going to get the Heisman.
Okay, if we want to talk about Heisman, we can. I mean, he's got the Heisman.
Yeah,
he does.
the other guys I've never even heard except for Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, I mean,
I know they only sent out invites to 3 people.
Yeah.
apparently. So it's like, oh, okay,
It's already decided.
let's see.
who else do you? I mean, if you think about it, who else
Do you not
would you
hear
even-
about week in?
would
and
you
week
even
out?
consider being
Yeah.
the Heisman candidate right now?
I don't even.
I can't think of anybody. I mean,
Even as an Alabama fan, you wouldn't even consider Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
So-
I mean, he would have had to have a better end of the season. He had a
Yeah.
better first of the season than he had the last of the season, my opinion. But
And none of Bama's running backs. I mean, they all.
he's still
were
young
good,
though.
But
Jalen Hurts is still young.
yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
He's got 2 more years.
Maybe.
Maybe. What do you mean maybe? He's not
Can
that
declare.
good. Nah, he's not that. I don't think he's going to do that.
Never know, man.
He won't this year.
Yeah, I know that. So, yep.
Well,
I don't care.
so what are your predictions?
He already told us.
Oklahoma
Bama,
or
Oklahoma.
Bama and Oklahoma. Are you only selecting Bama because you're a Bama fan, or do you think Clemson is or Alabama is? Which one do you think is a better team as of right now? I need your unbiased opinion.
Unbiased? I don't know. Bama made it in, but Bama needs to do a lot of.
Bama needs to have a couple linebackers.
They need to do a lot of healing, and they need to do a lot of practicing. They need this month bad.
So, will their defense be somewhat better than they were?
I think they will. I think that they
even though their defensive coordinator is heading to University of Tennessee.
Yeah. Okay,
you think that's going to hurt them?
We'll get to that in a second. I think they deserve to be in the playoffs, but they need this month to get to the team that to their full potential.
Right.
So let's say that Tennessee job let's say that's the hottest job I think on the market right now.
The hottest?
Oh yeah.
Shittiest.
Florida.
No,
Florida.
I think Tennessee they're just aching. You know how long it's been since Tennessee's won something? They're like Alabama in 2006, you know?
Dude.
They're so thirsty for a fucking win, man.
I'm surprised Philip Fulmer
didn't coaching it himself.
I'm
hired
surprised
anybody that had any of the letters that were in the same name as Alabama.
Yeah.
Because he's so butthurt about anything Alabama.
He knows where the money is.
No, he's just he's
telling you.
He's that type of guy. He has a
I think the Tennessee job is the hottest job in college football right now.
The AD doesn't pick the coach. It gets voted on by he has a say and he recommends it.
It's kind of like the president picking a Supreme Court justice. Whoever he picks,
right.
As long as they're not a douchebag with a felony, they're going to get it.
Okay, but I'm just saying.
I'm
just saying that the AD is not like
he pretty much, yeah. I mean
I know he thinks he
pretty
is,
much he made the decision.
Philip Fulmer wouldn't even come to
who would
media
go
days.
against that guy though?
He wouldn't even come to media days in Birmingham because it was in Alabama.
God, really?
Yes.
So he boycotted the state?
Basically.
Wow.
He came and saw me in high school.
Did you punch him in the mouth?
The guy's an idiot.
No, he came and saw me.
Just
in high school.
For
he
football?
came and saw our team, yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I'm sorry.
He seemed like a nice guy.
I'm sure he is to students.
Yeah.
Potential recruits. Who knows? Anyways, yeah.
He invited me to his Tennessee camp for free.
Oh, that's cool.
I went to it.
Yeah. Jeremy Pruitt is
I didn't do well.
He is going to coach.
I didn't get a scholarship, obviously.
He's going to coach for Alabama in the playoffs.
Yeah, I heard that.
And fulfill his duties at Tennessee. But here's the thing.
Is it going to hurt him, or do you think it's
Kirby Smart did that, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, so who cares?
I just think, like, once you make that decision, your focus, you could, as much as you want to say that your focus is on the team, I'm committed to Alabama. Okay, it's kind of like, okay, you get a promotion to a new job. You know you got it. You already got the offer, all right?
But you're still working at your other job.
You're still working at your other job that you got to close out. Are you really going to be?
Isn't that kind of what you're supposed to do? Like you give 2 weeks notice.
Yeah, but
are you really going to be that dedicated?
Do you really want a national championship under your belt?
Essentially,
well, I think
you want a successful project under your belt, right?
I think coaching is different than a business environment.
He gave him a 2 weeks notice.
It's a little different than saying, I want to finish out my
I'll
work.
agree with you on that, but still, what kind of effect do you think that has on their team?
I think he can.
It shouldn't matter.
It really shouldn't because
I don't know. I think
coaches leave and come and go all the time.
I think it could be a distraction.
Did they go to Alabama for that guy? No. So who cares?
Huh?
Did the players go to Alabama for that defensive coordinator?
He's very good at recruiting. I'll tell you that.
He's viewed as a very strong
recruiter.
I'm just saying
he is the recruiter of the year for the past 3 years.
I'm saying
you said how many players went to Alabama because of that. You know he is the best recruiter college has.
I'm sure he is.
No, am I right?
Why did
or wrong?
Alabama let him go? Exactly
because they didn't have a choice. Because you know what the offer was at Tennessee?
They could have offered him.
How much was the offer?
I don't fucking know.
Saban's not going to hold anybody back
exactly.
from getting a head coach job.
Then we can
especially
get over
at Tennessee. That to me, that was probably the hottest job because those guys are hungry and thirsty for a win.
They're desperate for a win.
Well, they're not only that. I mean, You know how long it's been since Tennessee has really had a successful
Peyton
season?
Manning.
Exactly. You're right.
Yeah, I'm always right.
It's going to be the hottest job, I think, next year.
I know everything.
And they might not turn it around in a year, but it's going to be hot.
Well, if they don't turn it around in a year, the fans are going to want him fired.
Exactly.
I'm just telling you right now.
And they're going to pull Lane Kiffin back in there.
I can't believe people actually wanted him to come back. Like,
I mean,
he quit on y'all. Are you serious?
he's not a terrible coach.
Yeah.
He's really not Lane Kiffin's not a terrible coach.
I don't care. He's an asshole, and I don't think that that's the kind of like person that you want around your program. Honestly,
I need to let you listen to an interview with him.
No, I'm good.
I think you're. Because
is it the Taj Point?
I don't want to hear.
No.
I don't want to hear Joey Freshwater. Joey Saltwater.
So
sorry.
does he recognize does he recognize himself as Joey Freshwater?
To women, apparently.
Somebody wore
or is it like a joke?
Somebody wore a Bama jersey with the name Freshwater on the back.
I saw that.
He retweeted it.
Guys,
so was he really Joey Freshwater?
I'm pretty sure.
It's in the dating pool, yeah. I don't know. Whatever. I don't care.
Yeah,
I don't give a shit that much about him.
So your original question was, what is my prediction? Who do I think is gonna be the two teams in the playoffs that are gonna make it past each other?
Yes.
I think.
Of course, you're not going to pick Clemson. I know that.
I think Alabama's going to have their hands full with Clemson, and I think it's going to be a crapshoot, as it always is. I'm nervous, as I'm always am, against Clemson because they're so evenly matched. Bama needs to get healthy. That's the big thing. I think Oklahoma is the team to beat, like I said.
I don't know. I'm kind of hoping that Alabama plays Oklahoma. I think I see them as the weaker of the.
I don't see Georgia beating Oklahoma.
Why?
I do. Did you watch
I do
them
too.
in the SEC championship?
I did.
They beat the
Did you watch any football this weekend?
I did.
I don't know, man.
I think Georgia's the better team there.
They corrected every mistake they made.
But they've seen you before.
That's true.
They've seen you before.
That's true. So they knew what to expect. That's true.
I would be more concerned if I had to guess right now, I would be more concerned about Georgia than Oklahoma.
Yeah, I mean, I just feel like Oklahoma is Georgia has got that a momentum going into it.
I think Georgia is a younger team. Oklahoma is more experienced.
Man, imagine Georgia next year.
And college football has a lot to do with if you have that one player,
That's true.
player that gets hot.
Yeah, and if you lose that player, Kerryon Johnson,
yeah,
everything goes downhill.
Is he out for the year?
I have no idea.
What is his status? Because that's really good.
I
forgot about that.
You won't know until the game.
I mean, but what was
his shoulder? Yeah.
So Auburn's playing UCF.
Yeah, which that kind of sucks because they're undefeated and everyone.
UCF
is UCF's coach Scott Frost?
He left.
Isn't he coaching for that game though?
Okay, is he?
Pretty sure he's coaching for that game.
Okay, yeah, because I know he felt bad about leaving or something. And
UCF is a big
where is he
school.
going?
Nebraska.
UCF is a big school. I'm surprised they don't have a better team.
Are they in Orlando? No,
they're in Orlando.
Okay,
Kissimmee.
Okay,
Kissimmee.
Not Kissimmee. I'm sorry, Oviedo. I used to stay there at their campus when I would go work down there.
Oh, really?
I loved it. Right there, it's kind of like right near the Kennedy Space Center.
Oh, okay. So,
yeah, Orlando-ish.
Not really central then.
Orlando-ish.
Okay, like in between.
Yeah,
got it.
Did we talk about last week? I can't remember the time frame in which Jimbo Fisher got hired onto Texas A&M.
It was right after.
It was right after
the show. Yeah, like the next day or no. Yeah, I think it was Friday. Last Friday.
Okay. Well, that was a big shocker to me, at least.
Really?
I didn't think Jimbo was going anywhere. I mean,
where did he go?
He went to Texas A&M.
Nice.
He's the second highest paid coach now.
third, I think.
So who's going to be going to Texas A&M? I'm sorry.
Florida State hired.
They had a black coach.
Oregon's coach.
A what?
Willie
A black
Taggart.
coach. Yeah.
A what?
A black coach. An African American.
Why does that matter?
Because apparently that matters because that's all I read about it. Like, that's the first thing they said. So I was like, okay, cool. That's good for them.
But Jimbo Fisher, Florida State's a high-profile job. I wouldn't think that anybody would.
I think
A&M wanted to pay him more.
Well, I know the money was
the
talking.
money, but I think he was saying like the administration wasn't supporting him very well at FSU. So
What do you mean?
I'm just telling you what he said.
The administration.
He just
wasn't
needed an
supporting
excuse. He wanted an excuse for a change. And Texas A&M is another one of those schools that not quite as bad as Tennessee.
Well, I'm just saying maybe the FSU administration wasn't like all sunshine and roses with him, so maybe he felt
it.
pressured
After this
to
one
leave.
year,
How long have Jimbo Fisher been there?
it's like 8 years.
Yeah, a long time.
So why would it not be? I mean,
He's been there since Bobby Bowden
yeah.
got forced out.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, I don't see him leaving because of I can't understand why the administration, because imagine all he's done for that team. I mean, I know now, like, maybe they're not ranked now, but
That's not his fault.
Well, they're 6-6.
last year,
That's like his only bad year, I think.
I know, that's what I'm saying. He's not a bad coach. It's kind of like
Why do I have to like prove this shit to you guys?
it's kind of like Gus Malzahn.
Prove what?
No, you're like saying like I don't get the administration thing. I'm just telling you what I read.
I'm just saying. I'm not
I'm just
saying
telling you
that
what
it's
I read.
not right. I'm just saying I don't
telling you what I
understand that because
He's not saying you're wrong. He's just saying I don't understand.
I don't understand.
It's
I didn't
kinda like-
read any further into it. I just saw
it's
that.
kind of like if you're bringing money and you're winning games, how could you not give the guy what he wants?
Yeah, it seems like
For the
he had
most part, I mean, I know that sounds terrible, but
well, yeah.
It seems like he had a good setup there.
the money maker, you don't want to bite the hand that feeds you, right?
Yeah. The hand that feeds you, meaning Jimbo Fisher, because he's
Yeah,
feeding
because
him.
he's feeding him all that money that he's making off of winning games.
Where is it? I don't
But-
know. I saw it.
I thought that was a shocker because
Yeah.
I thought A&M would hire. I didn't think they would get that high profile of a coach.
I'm surprised Les Miles ain't going anywhere.
Oh my gosh, let's
There
not.
I
we
wanted
go.
him to go to
He
Tennessee.
ain't going anywhere, man.
I'm surprised he ain't going. He's making too much money at ESPN, right?
He's doing a podcast called Less Is More.
There you go. That
Less is
money
more.
maker right there.
Yeah.
Corn dog heaven.
Dip your corn dog.
We didn't have a corn dog.
He says it
segment.
was a no-brainer to go. Here, let's see. During his official induction. Yeah, he was 83-23. No. Including
In like 8 years.
But all the factors, including his relationship with the school's athletic director, working in Texas A&M's favor, made sense. I never had any intention of leaving Florida State as I researched Texas A&M and all the things it had here and the resources it had here and the vision it had here and the people it had here, from the president to the chancellor and the board of regents, and everyone together as a
We're going to get
oneness.
copyright infringement.
I'm quoting. And then my relationship with Scott, the ability to come back and work and relive that vision of things that we had did before at LSU, I think it was a no-brainer and a crazy. Okay, I don't know what the fuck that means.
Oh, because you said come back. And I'm thinking
Scott-
he'd been
Scott-
there before, but he worked with that guy at
Scott
LSU.
Woodward is the athletic director
And that guy,
at Florida State.
So he had some beef with that guy. I mean, just from like a standpoint of you're an athletic director, and the only thing you care about really is obviously to have a successful money making. I mean, I know that sounds terrible, but you want a successful money making team, right?
Okay, well, apparently people were just reading into what he was saying. So never mind. My bad. I just read the headline.
oh, you're one of those people.
I'm not that interested in it.
The sponsored link.
You're one of those Auburn
No,
fans.
not sponsored.
Until she saw what was down at her clothing. They all gasped.
She wondered why.
They all gasped.
The teacher wondered why the students kept staring.
Jesus.
We came across that one earlier before you came here.
We kept staring.
What?
Yeah, labia.
Tactical nuke incoming!
Kilimanjaro.
It's high noon.
Seventh column!
Heroes never die for a price.
I've covered wars, you know.
This is amazing!
So I hate to break it to you, but Destiny 2 is going downhill fast.
Why is that?
Downhill.
Destiny.
Downhill!
There you go. So, have you not heard about all this?
No. I haven't heard about everybody complaining.
No. This is like legit news sites are covering it. It's not just people bitching.
Same as
That was first.
Same as like the whole currency.
The XP line thing.
Yeah, that thing.
that was true too.
Well, I didn't say it wasn't true. I'm just saying that doesn't really.
Anyways, so they're doing the whole, and they did this with Dark Below. I don't remember it, but they lock players out of content that they could get. So like you bought the $60 Destiny 2, right? Not you. I'm saying like me.
Okay.
I bought the $60 one.
Anybody.
Yeah, okay. I bought it. I didn't buy the expansion pass yet. If I try to go and play Destiny 2 right now, I can't do the raid. I couldn't do Nightfalls. And there's that heroic strike thing. You have to have the DLC for that.
All because there's stuff in it from the DLC?
All because, yeah. So it's because they upped the light level to 25, I think. And the only way that you can... and then the raid... Not the light level, your XP level, whatever. And then the light level for the raid now is 300, the minimum. And then for the prestige, it's like 330 or something. But the only way you can get that high is if you can get past or up to XP level 25. And you can't do that unless you have the DLC.
So this doesn't affect me because I have the DLC, right?
Well, it doesn't affect you, I'm saying. But like Chris, he wouldn't be able to raid with us if he ever wanted to, without buying the extra content, which is $20 by itself. So then you have to pay $80 for a game now.
So let me ask you this: could he just start a raid?
No, nope, he won't be able to get in.
So he can't do the stuff that was in the original game,
Right? Yeah, and that's the shady part. Is like they're locking players out of it. Like they don't have like
that might have been an unintentional.
They haven't said anything about it yet. Like they haven't said no, we didn't. I mean,
normally when you don't say something about it, you're back here on the back end going, "Oh crap, let's fix this." Fix this.
But Destiny's been having the PR nightmare problem of not communicating. So if this was something that they did recognize, their best interest would have been to jump out ahead of it and been like, "All right," or delay or something. I don't know.
Well, maybe they didn't. Some things just come out and they unforeseen bugs.
That's not a bug, though. That's not a bug. They raised the cap on it, so
they may not have known that it would lock people out.
Then they're dumb. They're either stupid or lazy. I don't know. You can't be both. I mean, you can't. So I mean, it is what it is. It's kind of shitty that if that's what they're doing, and even if it's not intentional, that's kind of shitty. That kind of shit would get through Q&A and all that crap. But yeah, I mean, I have the expansion, so it doesn't affect me. But there's a lot of people that don't have it.
Yeah. Okay. Let's
and
think
that don't
want to
pay for it.
Let's think about that for a second. If you have Destiny 2 and you just have the vanilla,
Yeah.
I guess that's what it's going to be called.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Vanilla Destiny 2.
Right.
At this point, if you're one of the players that this is really going to bother, then you're most likely going to want to advance past all these things. You're probably to the point to where I need something else to do. I've done everything.
Right. Okay.
I'm not wanting to keep playing these things because I'm probably getting tired of them.
Yeah. True.
So, granted, you should be able to play everything. I'm not saying that you shouldn't.
Right.
You should be able to play everything from Vanilla Destiny.
Right. That
no
you
matter
bought
what.
already. Yeah.
Not saying that, but really, if you're a person that's buying the DLC, which most people are, why is this really that big of a deal to you?
Yeah. No, I know. I get that. Like, I don't know. It all comes for full circle back to the whole thing that you bought the game, so you should be able to get everything in the game. And you shouldn't have to pay extra. If they wanted to charge you extra, they should have done it up front and been like, okay, this game costs $80.
I think they'll patch it. It's just
they will now because everyone's reporting on it and all that. So I don't know, but
I just don't see something like that being an intentional thing to where they're going to go, okay, if you're sitting there, if you're Bungie, do you really think people aren't going to have blowback on that?
they either I don't.
Do you think people are going to go, huh? Well, I can't play this anymore.
They
know.
Just
gonna sit there?
They'll either accept the risk and force it down your throat because they're the gatekeeper and it's their game. They can do whatever they want with it. You know,
Well, they can't do that.
They can if they want. I mean, it's a dumb idea. Like, you just killed your game pretty much because you're going to get word of mouth that this game's like ridiculous or something. So
I don't know. That's kind of like lawsuit territory because that's stuff that is actually supposedly
that you already bought
a part of the first game, and
right?
You just turned it off.
But then DLC is also like, because like I told you, they updated the game with the 4K and HDR package, and the whole thing was like 6 gigs. So they had to have had some
stuff along the way.
The Curse of Osiris stuff already in the game or somewhere in there, because there's no way they could have packed in 4K.
I just find it hard to believe that they think that people are just going to go, well,
darn,
I'm not buying the expansion pass, but I can't play this stuff anymore. Oh, well.
I mean, some people will just accept it, move on, or bitch about it until. And I mean, Bungie could either just. I feel like they try to test the waters with this stuff, but I feel like that was a dumb idea after what had happened a couple weeks ago with their whole XP crap. Like, I don't know. It just seems like.
I mean, do you think people are just going to sign on and go, well, I can't play the raid today. All right.
Well, no.
Tomorrow.
No.
Well,
some
can't play
people.
the raid today.
Some people will just be like, "Oh, I got to pay $20." Okay, and those are the people they're hoping for. That get in the game and was like, "Oh, I'm locked out. Oh, I can buy this. Okay, I'll go do that." That's what they're hoping for. I don't know. It's just some shady corporate shit, and it's
to me the game is
off.
naturally progressing, and they're adding more stuff. Yeah. Everybody was already
bitching about that.
Well, no, everybody was already wanting something else to be added to the game.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just all move along.
Right, and yeah, I get that. Like,
now, if you're trying to get, this is going to hurt their case if you're trying to get new players onto the game. So you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot.
Mm-hmm.
If you want, like let's say Chris here, you're downloading the trial, and you want him to play the raid. Well, you just shot yourself in the foot.
Yeah.
Why? Because you can't do the raid now. Because apparently what he's saying is they locked you out of all the content, basically. Because you have to have the update to play anything. No, the paid update.
Wait, did he buy the game?
No.
Oh.
I don't think so. Did you buy the game? No. I think the trial needed an update. But yeah.
See, they don't even mention at Bungie Weekly thing. They don't even mention it.
I think that's just shooting themselves in the foot. I don't think that's helping them.
But I mean, these guys try to get away with this shit, thinking that like the people that play their games are the loudest, most annoying people on the internet. You don't think that they're going to go spread around shit like this?
Exactly.
And like,
that's what I'm saying. You don't think that the people are going to say something? Do they honestly think that people are not going to say something?
I know. I have no idea. Like, are they that blind to the community? I don't know.
They think
they
people
got
are just
something.
Just take it up the tailpipe and move on.
That's what they're hoping. I guess they're going to keep trying, and then be like, "Oh, I'm sorry," and try to hope that wins people back. I don't know.
I mean, I like the game. I bought the expansion.
Right.
I've already paid for it.
I like the game too. It's good game.
It's not going to run me off.
Yeah.
I guess I'm just one of the people that,
You're what they call a corporate shill.
I guess. They don't have to worry about me. They've already got my money.
Yeah. I mean,
They've got
it is
me
what
either
it
way.
is. For some reason, okay, so Destiny 2 with 4K and HDR looks like blown out, like washed out really bad. I've darkened the settings for my thing. I've darkened the game settings. Every time I look at it, it's like washed out. I don't know what the hell's going on.
I haven't played it yet, so
maybe it's my TV. I don't know.
maybe it's your $300 TV.
It could be. That could be it. I don't know. But all the other games in HDR look fine. So, I don't know. I don't know. And then
so what about so
ahead.
we've covered the
Destiny 2.
the nerd rage of Destiny 2
Yeah.
and their update. So what about the actual gameplay?
Okay, Curse of Osiris.
I mean, what
You guys had nerdgasms? Or?
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, sorry.
I mean, it's all right. It's just Destiny 2. I mean, it's just more missions really, and
3 coins back.
I haven't got that far.
What about that?
Xur's not there yet.
Oh, Xur comes tomorrow.
Wait,
we can get that.
are they waiting until next? Because there's stuff dropping on the 12th.
What
I don't
drops
know.
on the 12th?
Like that.
The
Those
new raid?
the raid comes out tomorrow. The new weapon thing
The
between the
Fate?
legendary and
What about the Fated Ingram? Is that going to come this week with Xur? I want that.
Either this week or the next week. I don't know.
What I'm wondering about that is, it seems like you're gonna, because there's only so many exotics.
I know you're gonna like get to a point where it's like,
how is that gonna work?
You can't buy them anymore. I don't know. I guess you have 3 characters, so you can get 3 of each.
Yeah,
I get.
but not everybody has that.
That's what I was asking last week. I was like, you're gonna run out eventually. Who knows? But
So what's the light level now? 320.
No, 330 because you need 330 for the prestige. So I would assume like 335 or something, maybe.
So
340.
I don't know if you've heard, but Grappler even doesn't even like the prestige version of the raid.
Like, is it ridiculously hard? Like, it's not even fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I think they said that a very small, like I'm talking minute,
Like the
percentage
abuse.
amount of people have completed it.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Yeah. Fucking. They like the abuse.
Are they going to do a heroic? Or is the prestige taking the place of the heroic?
Yeah,
raid?
the prestige is the heroic.
Okay. Because I didn't know if they were saying, oh, well, that's the prestige, but now we're going to release the heroic.
No, the prestige is the high end version of it. Yeah, I don't know.
So next week they're releasing the new raid, but it's on
Leviathan.
The Leviathan. What are they going to, I mean, what?
It's just in a different area.
Is it a different boss?
Yeah. There's different bosses and all. Different rooms. I think it's in the underbelly or something. Like,
Is it rooms that we've already been to?
No, but I'm pretty sure you're passed through rooms that you've been through. But like, you mean like the different stages?
Yeah, I mean, are we going
The
back
4
to
rooms.
the bathing rooms again?
No, I don't think so. I think it's like a different.
The dogs.
I think it's like a different section. So, of course, like I said, you probably and if you didn't use any of your keys, they're gone.
I had a ton of keys.
I know. Me too. I was like, so Sorry.
Oh, well.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Well, I don't know. Is it smart to build out a big area?
Did you just lick your mic?
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
You're a weirdo.
We got it on camera.
Shh.
Is it smart to build... Delete!
Delete.
So is it smart to build out one area
As the raid area.
as the raid area and then
I don't know.
partition it off
I guess.
and use multiple places?
Maybe in the end they'll combine it somehow and I don't
Or
know.
or do you really need to spend resources and build different maps?
Maybe it's their way of being able to release raids regularly. You know what I mean?
Because it takes a lot of resources to build
Yeah, there's a lot
Maps
of
and
mechanics.
raids.
Yeah.
and mechanics to the raid.
Yeah. So I'm gonna guess that this is their solution to pump them out faster, maybe.
At least until the big up. I call it the King's Fall.
Yeah, the big update.
because that was their big update for the first one.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's pretty smart. I mean,
Yeah.
you'll probably I know we're going to see different areas of the Leviathan, and we'll see different bosses.
Yep.
I think that this first Leviathan raid, is it going to be called something different?
Yeah, they have different names. Yeah. I just saw it. I forgot though.
I hope they keep the difficulty and the mechanics around the same, because this raid was, I think it was about right on par to where it needed to be. You could complete it.
Yeah, it wasn't impossible.
Yeah, I mean, you could run through it in a night.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like super easy, but you had to know the mechanics.
Right. Yeah.
Like, it took teamwork to get past, like, it was fun.
Yeah.
And all the raids are fun, but it's fun to where you can run through it in a night. Like, we were doing a couple weekends ago where, let's get on and let's do it and let's run through, and we got to the point where I think you picked it up. You'd never even done it before, but you did like the part where you did the runners.
The dogs?
No, not the dogs.
Oh, yeah, the little game. It looks like a
you have
game show.
Like, you say, like, whoever top.
Yeah, but you could do the opposite.
Yeah, you gotta. If somebody says top, then
Don't
somebody's
shoot
got to
the top.
shoot middle,
Yeah,
and
and
somebody's got to
bottom.
shoot the bottom.
Yeah, like it was easy to explain and pick up, really. So you just got to get a bunch of people that are not. Oh man!
I still haven't made it through. You know how it transports you to the running part around the outside?
Oh my god, I can't do that.
I still haven't made it through.
I can't do that.
That's the part I was telling you to where I jumped to the top.
Oh yeah. Okay. God, you're like a fucking child. Hey, I want this. Give me the box.
Can you please not say fucking?
Fucking. There's other stuff I want to talk about, but apparently
I will
Chris-
fuck you.
Yeah, exactly. Chris wants to.
I will fuck you.
Oh no!
I will fuck you. I pretty much like worded that.
Inception.
Hold that one.
I'm gonna go ahead and give you the platform
Conception.
because I think it comes out fairly soon.
PUBG?
Really soon? There you go.
Tuesday, man. It's $30, man. You better get it.
I'll get it.
Better fucking get it. You'd like it. I think you would like it. You can't troll people.
I bought World War II, and you guys won't even play with me.
Oh my god! I've been on.
Brad
You're
won't play
just
with me.
never on anymore.
I play whenever I'm on the weekend and you're
You
on.
like I play whenever you're not on.
What happened last weekend? I said World War II, and
Yeah, we were on.
I was
you
tired.
Said,
Oh.
what do you want me to? I've been.
I had a busy weekend.
I've been waiting. I get on every night, waiting for you to get on. And you never get on.
And this week I've been working too much.
Exactly. So how's that our fault?
Been going to bed at 7:00 every day.
Boom. There you go. Suck on that.
Suck on these knots.
It's not.
What was that again?
Knots. Suck on these knots. Damn it. What?
Say it again.
Knots. You gotta go pick up a cat, sir. You don't? What happened to it? Okay.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, topic box has arrived.
Floats in from the sky.
We have not submitted topics in a very long time. But a user has submitted a user. What do I see? Well, that snuck back in on me. A listener has submitted topics.
A user?
A user.
Work.
And we have a few special rules. Can't pull your own topic. No rodeos. And you must use the topic that you pulled.
I don't care.
The box is floating over to you, sir.
It's flying. It's flying. Guys, did you know 1 week till Star Wars comes out? Okay. Just letting you know. And y'all.
Does Eric remember?
I hope so. It doesn't matter. You give me $10, so. How would your country change if everyone, regardless of age, could vote? Oh man, I'm gonna vote for so.
It's already gone to hell.
Yeah, I know, it's like a bunch of children voting anyway.
I know, and running for office.
Oh,
I swear,
And guys that
Trump is
like
like
children.
Trump is like 14. He acts like it.
yeah, we know that. I know that.
He's a disappointment every way.
It
But
would change. We
Every
would be
way
like
about it.
fucking anarchy, is what it would be.
what I think we would just. I don't think anything would change. We're a bunch of idiots now, as it is.
Yeah, true. Those sheeple.
I mean, we voted Donald Trump into office.
Yeah.
On the Republican ticket.
Would you have taken Hillary Clinton?
The fact
Sir, I would have. I will agree that I would have preferred Trump over Hillary.
but you're saying that he shouldn't have made it to the ticket.
He shouldn't have even
anyway.
made it to the ticket anyways,
that's
honestly.
fine.
Yeah. Chris sat here with me
Oh man.
and said he's not even going to make it to the primaries.
Yeah.
So
He's
why
he's a goddamn embarrassment
why
for the
even
country.
worry about
It
it?
is.
He's an embarrassment for the country. Have you
I
read his
should've-
tweets?
I
Have you
should've-
read actually all of his tweets?
I don't.
Yeah. I'm
Well, not all of them, but like, do you see what he tweets on a daily basis? Stupid.
He attacks citizens of the United States.
He acts like a 5-year-old,
Yeah,
man.
I don't spend my day watching. Or
He's such a
reading
baby.
Donald Trump tweets.
He's such a baby though. Like
He
it's
acts like a 5-year-old.
But
so butthurt over
tit for
everything.
tat. Just you know what? Those people that don't get bothered by the shit and don't tweet about it. Okay, I mean, it's so much. Just blow the stuff off. He's just such a fucking baby about it.
I know, and he's like what is he like 70 or something?
He's like 74.
He's
or
like
something.
treating. It amazes me how
he makes a mockery of the White House.
that but it just
He's an embarrassment
being
in
an-
every way, every fashion.
just
of the word.
being an older person. It's like, why the fuck do you talk like that to people?
I think some people just
And
just don't know how to take people being blunt.
he's not being blunt when he
He's
attacks
not
you.
presidential.
He's not
Say that.
presidential.
No. He's not.
He's
I don't
just-
think he's being.
He acts like a 5-fucking-year-old.
Seriously, it's
Like
if
a
you
tit
gave
for tat.
if you gave my kid a Twitter account, it'd probably sound the same.
If you go over and you like shoot a spitball at him, he's gonna fucking like thump you in the forehead or something. He's
Okay.
that kind of guy. He's just like, why don't you just blow some shit off, man? Don't he sweats all the small shit. He doesn't need to unnecessarily.
Siri picked up some of that. I don't know.
I don't know. He's an embarrassment.
I should have
and
taken
I'm
your
embarrassed.
bet.
I'm embarrassment for it.
I
What's
should have
that?
taken your bet though.
Why didn't you? Oh, you should have, could have, would have.
Yep. Could have made
Exactly.
like $200.
$200.
But you didn't. What invention doesn't get a lot of love, but has greatly improved the world?
The fleshlight.
You're correct, probably on that, sir. You probably satisfied a lot of people that otherwise would have satisfied themselves in other ways.
Oh no, I don't have to use it tonight. Boom! Without hesitation, flashlight. What? No.
What invention?
That's my answer. I'm sticking to it.
The fleshlight. That's a pretty good
We're
one.
sticking in it, whichever one.
Whatever you want.
Let's see. What invention?
I don't know. There's a lot of good ones that.
I will say the safety razor.
Safety razor?
Yeah, like like the razor you use to shave with.
Yeah.
Instead of having a straight blade.
Yeah.
You know how many times I would have, because I'm
You
always in
probably
a
would kill
hurry
yourself.
shaving. I would have probably slit my throat just trying to shave.
Yeah.
I will say that's probably like what I could think of, because I'm always like, I want to try a straight edge, but then I'd probably slit my throat every time I shave.
Yeah.
I'm being serious.
It only takes one time.
like Dumb and Dumber when he's like, ketchup out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Fleshlight.
No.
Dildo.
Yeah. No.
Fist.
I don't know.
The light bulb.
No, because we use those every day.
It says doesn't get a lot of love.
Who doesn't love a
I'm
light
pretty
bulb?
sure Thomas Edison that invented the light bulb is like, if he were alive, he'd be the richest. He'd be very rich.
Whatever
But it's greatly improved.
Nikola Tesla invented that he got shit all over. So
AC.
Yeah, he invented
AC
alternating
power?
current.
didn't he? Yeah,
He didn't invent it. He
discovered it.
discovered
I
it.
He
know.
invented it.
He created it.
Well, Thomas Edison wanted DC.
He just wanted
And
everything to plug
Tesla
up.
was like AC, and they're like, "Oh, AC's all dangerous. People are going to die everywhere because they're going to shock themselves."
And then Edison stole his idea.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much because
Twat.
DC doesn't have the power to like go.
Yeah,
DC is a set of Christmas lights.
pretty much.
Well, I mean, DC doesn't have the power. I mean, essentially, you'd have to have a generator in every house to have DC power.
yeah, right.
You had to have or something just to boost the load.
You probably always wondered. I know you're not an electrical guy,
You're about to talk about a transformer, aren't you?
but I could explain AC versus DC, and then like a light bulb will come on and be like, now I understand why AC is so much better than DC when it comes to like distribution.
Okay.
But we'll go. We'll do that later.
Okay. Cool.
He's got to
We'll
go
do it later.
read something so he can
All right,
actually
go.
he can actually do it.
No, I mean it. Like it was explained to me this way. I was like, that makes complete sense. Eye opening. Light
So
bulb will come on,
The current alternates.
and not the fact that you think it is either. I bet. Not the way you think it is.
What inanimate object would be the most annoying if it played loud, upbeat music while being used?
Flashlight.
Flashlight. Flashlight. That's my answer again.
I think your car probably while you're using it. Not
It already
your
makes
radio,
sound.
but I'm saying like outside. It
Already
emits,
makes sound.
it makes loud, annoying music. Right? Is what
Yeah.
it said. Yeah. On the outside, like I'm driving, you can hear it.
Like you don't want it to make music.
yeah, like it's like I don't know.
Or
Yeah, like that. You hear that coming down the road, you want to go kill yourself.
using my flashlight.
Don't come in here. What are you doing in there?
Let's see. I'm gonna think of a good one on this one.
I
Cowboy.
don't think you're gonna beat the flashlight.
Yeah, you can't beat it.
Flashlight almost answered all tonight.
Dog. No, that's not. Yeah,
that
never
now?
mind.
What was your question?
Question.
Yeah, what was yours?
I don't know. Something about ball sacks dangling.
What are you talking about, bro?
How would your country change if
Oh,
everyone
okay.
could vote?
You got political.
Yeah, sorry. Hurry, man.
Hot water heater. I don't know. God,
What if it's alive though?
it's a lie.
Yeah. Anyways, who cares? Hit the button. No, don't hit random buttons.
What about your dishwasher?
I was thinking about that. I just said
Hot water.
hot water heater because my hot water heater is kind of loud if I'm out in the garage. I hear it like coming like. Whoosh.
Yeah.
Well, no, I don't have an electric one. I've got a gas one, so you hear the
Oh,
flames
yeah.
go. It's like a gas grill.
I got a grill.
I'll grill you.
What about a fork?
Fork.
Yeah, what about
Pork?
A fork.
You want to pork me?
What about if you were using your fork
Huh?
I don't know.
What?
and it made loud music?
Oh,
I will fuck you.
yeah, that would be pretty annoying.
I will fuck you. Cut that.
Thank you for listening to us tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Chris has got to go wash his fleshlight.
So Brad can use it.
Yeah, gonna hand it over.
Roger roll.
After Justin used it.
So we are 1 week out, 2 weeks out from Star Wars.
1 week, damn it.
1 week. We'll have a
I'll tell you how it goes.
We'll have a special Star Wars episode
I will spoil it for you.
with Eric Sharp in studio.
Yay! I don't see how that's going to happen, but okay.
It'll happen. So this is a video episode, ladies and gentlemen. So when it gets posted, make sure to check out our YouTube channel for the YouTube video of the podcast. Thanks for listening, guys. Episode 96 is in the books. The Almost Saturday podcast for Justin, Brad, and Chris.